what's the latest with Mark Tierney?
Well, first and foremost, we're all disappointed for Mark and his family. You know, he's a fully committed player. He went in for a tackle that's probably 60-40, not in his favour, and he came out winning the ball. Unfortunately, he's got a fracture in his ankle. We're not too sure exactly what bone has been fractured, so he's away seeing a specialist today, on the Monday, to try and make sure we get the right bone, which will tell us how long he'll be out for. It's a difficult one to take. He's just new to the club. He's a fantastic fella. Anything can go wrong right now is going wrong for the football club, but we must stay strong and be supportive to Mark and make sure, you know, that he comes back to his best.
Is it all the more important than that Kevin McNaughton's international clearance comes through?
Hopefully, you know, a little bit of a hiccup with that, with the FIFA, that didn't get pushed through in time for Saturday. We hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow night, and you can see a very experienced player stepping in and helping us in this difficult moment.
Have the three new lads settled in well? Have made an impact in training?
Yeah, well, Liam Feeney, I thought, made a fantastic impact on Saturday. You know, this I said, and I continue to say to the fans of our club, that it's not, the championship is not about these these Premiership stars or big names coming in from foreign. We need hungry players with the right attitude and the right qualities to help us move up the league. That's what we need. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm very experienced in this division, and my schooling was one of pulling these players out. I'm very proud of the Robert Halls and the Meadows that nobody's heard of coming in, and you can see they're going to flourish in the football team. Right now we're in a difficult moment, as I say. Neil Dans and Kevin McNaughton have settled very well. They've settled well in training. They're experienced players, and you'll see them in action very soon. I think it's the right kind of characters that we need.
And this kind of a moment the club's going through at this time, I'm guessing you've been through that as well as a manager at Powers, but also as a player. Yes,
certainly as a player. You know, as a player I have too many times, and as a manager was through this same period, you know, a few years ago. And I know how to fix it. You know, what we've got to do is we've got to stay calm. I think our football's been fantastic. Our attitude's been great. Our commitment, nobody can fault our commitment. Right to the 95th minute, we'll never give up. You know, we're very calm around the training ground. Everybody knows it. You know, it's taken a surprise of where we are. If there's any criticism towards me, and I will take it, we've taken our eye off maybe our defensive duties. I wanted to be more of a free-flow attacking team this year. I felt we deserved it since I finished last season. But we've got to get a better balance, and we've worked very hard in the training ground over the last couple of weeks and making sure that when we do attack, we're defensively switched on as well. And that's a continuing plan to do. When we get back to basics and when we start keeping clean sheets, then and only then I think the team will flourish with confidence. And then we've seen before, and last season we can soon climb up the table.
Are you able to draw any comparisons in terms of how last season unfolded?
Yeah, well, there is one or two, obviously, because what's happened is we found ourselves down at the bottom of the table. You know, that's the first comparison. But I do believe that these players are a hungry bunch of players that want to get better. You know, there's certainly signs where we've got a little bit more energy in the team. You know, we've brought Meadle into the midfield area. You know, he's done very well. We've brought young Robert Hall, his youthfulness and energy. I think we need to continue doing that at a football club. I think we need to continue making sure that we're always evolving. Yes, I understand fans need short-term results, and so does managers. I understand that. But, you know, I do plan for the long term, and I do take it for granted that I will be here longer term to see these players flourish. Right now, in this particular moment, as you've said, I've went through this before. I know exactly how to get out of it. We stay calm. We understand where we are, but we also make sure we're fully committed to get out of it. And then only then, I believe, we'll start flourishing. It's a very tight division, very tight games. We're in the wrong side of results right now, but I don't believe we're too far away.
It's good to have games coming thick and fast.
It is good to go in thick and fast, you know. And I think the way we've been playing, there's nothing wrong with our approach play. We need to make sure that, you know, as I say, we defend for the 95 minutes and make sure our concentration levels are for 95 minutes. But in most of the games, there's not been a lot in it. You know, we have let our concentration slip, especially down at Blackburn, which is a difficult one to take because of the derby game. And we did let our concentration slip on Saturday. You know, but saying that, you know, the game's thick and fast pretty much suits us right now.
What do you expect from Blackpool?
Well, they've got off to a fantastic start. You know, they're a team that's been made up of a few loans. You know, the manager went into the loan market and loaned very well at the right times as well, which has helped them. And they're on the front foot right now. But there's nothing to suggest to me that we cannot go there and win the game. You know, I think we are we're a team that if we can concentrate for that 95 minutes, we can upset anybody, and we've seen that this season where we can go pretty much anywhere and have large parts of the game, and we need to make sure that we do that tomorrow night.
Any fresh injury concerns aside from Mark Taylor?
Well, Mark Taylor is always a big blow, and it's always at the tip of our tongue, you know, to talk about. It's a sad day for him, really. But from Saturday, there's no. Jay Spearing and Media thought were fantastic, fully committed. There's a few bumps and bruises and a few stitches there, but nothing that will not heal by tomorrow night. So no new injuries. We must go there tomorrow night, making sure that we're committed. We're fully committed for the football club and for the fans, and then we'll see what the result comes.
Craig Davis?
Craig Davis, he's trained today. He'll be in the squad, but he's not fully fit to start the game.